New setup, who dis? Just playing. Hey guys, wanted to talk about the future of the channel, where things are going, so you kind of know what to expect. Um, and this is my take 3. I have really been trying to keep this under 10 minutes, and it is a tough one. So I'm gonna start. I'm not gonna talk fast, but I want to just like really bullet point um, this conversation. So the first thing to note: Horizon's going mobile. There's nothing we can do about that. Now, I am actively developing for VR right this second. So like right here is my, you can't see it, but this is where my code is. Also stickers. Literally getting distracted in new ways this time around. So anyway, love VR. That will be a thing that we are going to talk about, but for this year, it's very likely we're going to see mostly content on the new Studio once that comes out. I'm hoping we're going to hear about it this month. Studio is exciting. It is an incredible way to develop for the Horizon platform on mobile. It's an engine from the ground up, which means it's competing head to head with Unity, Unreal, Godot, the like. It does it in a way that's a closed ecosystem, which I'm not a fan of. So just to be fair, don't really care for it. But for Horizon itself, I think it's going to be amazing. It's going to be a huge leap from where we were. Um, the reality is, I make money making worlds for Horizon, so I need to continue doing that. I'm hoping they're going to do competitions this year. We'll hopefully hear something about that in the next few months. My team, that's where we made half of our money last year, so we're just planning to do at least one competition to help sustain us while we're building this VR application. The reality is, we're not like getting investor funding. We want to own it. Basically, I tell my team this every day. I'm like, not every day, but regularly. I just like, if a big investor, Meta even, comes to us with billions or whatever amounts of money, we will deny it 100% of the time. Never, ever, ever. We're never letting this get fouled by a big company because the vision and the importance of it is it's too big. It's too important to do it right. So anyway, just so you know, no investment money. We are all doing this because we love it, and I appreciate some of you guys have even reached out in the last couple weeks, or however long it's been. It feels like a couple weeks, but I think it's only been a week. It's been a roller coaster, hasn't it? And I appreciate you guys reaching out. I've written everyone's names down that's reached out, and people who've made comments on the YouTube channel. I appreciate you guys too. Now what am I thinking? I'm thinking we're taking it slow and steady. We want to do this right, and there's just not a lot of opportunity at this point. When we do get to testing, I had a meeting with two of my like favorite mentors, Waffle and Shards. They're amazing if you haven't met them. And they gave me some really great advice. Like, we need to keep the alpha tiny, like 1 to 3 users, and add 1 to 3 at a time. So that way we can have literal small calls with them to just get feedback and rapidly fix bugs, so that we don't release to a large population and find tons of bugs that we can't fix and basically overwhelm ourselves to death. So we got to start really small. And if we can make it perfect for that small group, then we can expand to another slightly smaller group, a slightly larger, small group, and so on. The second big thing is they scoped us down. They scoped us down, and in a good way. That's a great thing. There's nothing wrong with this. We're gonna. What I mean to say is they helped me realize that I need to focus on our 2 core features, which is 3D modeling and texturing. We're gonna focus on that right off the bat, making it so good that it's addicting, it's fun, and addicting in a good way, not in a bad way. I'm like really trying to make sure we're not doing the addictive things that we had to do in Horizon, that we still do in Horizon. Like visit streaks and stuff like that. I find those bad addictions. Like, they make you come in every day. In fact, I log in every day to Slumber Party to keep my streak going, to get my daily login. It's bad. I created it. I can't stop myself. That's a bad addiction. This, I feel like, is a good addiction. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm having so much fun. This is such a way, like a great creative outlet. Really zen. That's kind of some of the thoughts in my mind. So we're focusing in on that, which means the store I mentioned really just needs to be shoved 2 years into the future. And I know that's a long time, but I think it's the right decision because the store is, what do you say? It wouldn't service any audience in the beginning, right? And really, we need a great product to even need a store for. And so while our long-term kind of like I think that's the name of the word, guiding star is to basically kind of replace what Horizon was in VR for us. And we had initially wanted to just augment that by building the tool that Horizon kind of left to rot. We wanted to rebuild that part of the tool so that you could take your stuff and bring it out. And we're going to still allow you to do that. You're going to be able to bring it to VR Chat, Rec Room, Unity, Unreal, Godot, or even back into Horizon for mobile. That will definitely be possible. But my hope long term is that we are able to build a platform where you can actually build your dream experience there. And one day this channel will make tutorials on that. And that's my goal. I don't think that's happening this year. I think you're going to see an alpha slowly trickling out this year. And if you're interested in that, definitely check in on the Lakes' live channel later this month or maybe next month for live streams, talking devlogs. And then the Vidyuu Discord linked in the description is where I make most of my announcements and engage with you guys. So feel free to chat with me there. And yeah, so it's exciting. It's exciting. It's nerve-wracking. It's like there's two parts of my life. There's the part that works every day for Meta and has to go build mobile worlds. And there's the part of me that loves VR and is working on this really cool application for you guys. And you're going to see both of them on this channel. So I know many of you are probably not interested in the mobile, and that's totally fine. Don't feel like you have to watch them. That content is there, though, if you want to make worlds for Horizon, if you want to try to chase after some of the competitions. It's fun. There's nothing wrong with that. But I also will not be upset if you're just like, I'm watching Unity tutorials, I'm learning how to build in VR or Godot or wherever it is you're learning how to do your creative. And I hope one day we'll be able to service you with our awesome tool. Secondly, a member of my team, her name's Lexi, she's amazing. I hope you guys get to meet her one day, like in this form. She's so good. She convinced me that we're gonna release the app for free. This is a difficult decision because we do need to finance the app. There's multiplayer servers that have to be paid for. It's a little bit easier than that. Like, we're working out ways to make this so it runs even when our servers go down, that things are still functional. There's a lot that goes into this. That's why multiplayer is going to take me so much time. But the thing is, we're going to release a free version that you can upgrade to add multiple world save files. So by default, you'll just have your home space, but if you want to have multiple worlds or planets, I think we're going to call them planets. My dream is that you'd be able to put a planet in the sky and create like a texture to represent your world, your planet, and then you could put it up in your sky of your home world and then just like go to it. I think that'd be so cool. Like, you can do your menu system, but you don't have to. Like, the benefit of VR is that you don't have to use 2D UI. Shout out to Ubiquitous, who's like very, very huge on that. It's like, there's no need for 2D flat planes, and I really appreciate that perspective. So I'm getting lost in the weeds again, but I think this is the best take. So I'm gonna this one should go to the internet. So hopefully you're seeing this. Oh man, I'm excited. I'm excited and I'm nervous. I'm very, very nervous because I know how important this is, and I'm just, making room every day. So the plan is to create value in the purchase price. Same price, we're still thinking $20 is the starting price. I envision one day we increase it. I mean, like, Minecraft started at $10 and now it's up to like 30. So I think we're thinking something along that lines where we start at 20 and one day it's like $30. So the unlock needs to unlock something else. So we're kind of figuring out what other features can we include. So I've been commissioning a world from Rexrod. If you haven't heard about that, that's going to be our home world, which I'm so excited, which means the world you load into is going to look so beautiful. If you don't know Rex's work, he is just one of the most talented artists in the platform. And he's VR, he's like huge on VR. And he was devastated. He came to me the other day, he's like, I don't know what to do, man. Like, I'm in love with VR and they're leaving VR and like everything I built is for VR. What am I supposed to do? I'm like, dude, we're just gonna build worlds and we're gonna do it on our own application. You can do it in the other platforms, that's also an option. But the plan is, we got this one commission from Rex. I'm also working on a commission with FlexTie. If you don't know him, he's another very fantastic artist. They have different aesthetics for reference, so I think that's also good. And the idea is, by default, you get Rex's world, but when you buy the application, you'll unlock a series of additional defaults that you can use as your home space. So anyway, working out the kinks, working out the plans, but yeah. But why do we need to be free? We need to be free so that your friends can just come and play, right? Like, if you build a world, they can download the app and just come play with you. Like, that just has to be a thing. We can't gatekeep the the application with a price tag. It just like I want to, so that we can pay for the servers and we can pay for the team, and like we can pay these artists to build even more cool free stuff for the default application. Want to do that, but we have to follow the right path. So anyway, that's our current plan. To learn more as the plan develops, definitely check out Lakes' Live. So I think that more or less covers it. Did I mention that we're going to plan to do 1 to 2 competitions with the Meta Mobile this year? I think if I didn't mention that, that's pretty much it. We're going to make tutorials on this channel as we do. So expect to see that. Sorry if I'm redundant here. So the last thing here to talk about is this little logo thing. It's huge. It's absolutely enormous. I barely was able to fit it. It's literally floating right here. It's just so large. Also, just, I don't know if I said this at the beginning because I made this is my 3rd time taking this video. These are some of my favorite shows on display here. Hope you've seen some of them, and if you haven't, they're amazing. Okay, so where did this come from? Oh my gosh, I really don't know if I said this at the beginning because I wanted to get right into it. So if I didn't say this is kind of a fun little footnote for those of you who are just friends. At this point, we're friends. And if we haven't met in person, in VR. When I say in person, I mean VR. It's weird. Like I spend too much time in VR. But anyway, we need to meet sometime. We should do it. Come to the Discord. We should do something before Horizon's gone, especially. Yesterday, not yesterday, but yesterday I started organizing this, and I had to move these up because my wife found a Facebook Marketplace post for 100 Blu-rays for only $200, and well, we got them. Like, I'm trying to build this collection for as cheap as possible, and that was just a fantastic deal. So I needed space, so I moved some things up. Let's see. But this came this morning, and it was a surprise. I forgot about it, but earlier this year, I was invited into an invite-only program for YouTubers, content creators, called the Meta Horizon Insider Program, and basically they wanted to reward us for making content on Horizon, which I just do already, so that was not a big deal. But anyway, anytime you see that Meta Horizon partner tag, that means they're tracking it. It means nothing else. They don't pay me to make these. They just send me incentives and rewards and things. So like I got a pair of pants. You know, they might fly me out to events too, which I'm really excited for because that means I get to meet some of you if you go to those events. For instance, some of the insiders are going to GDC this year, which is like in a week. Unfortunately, I'm going to be out of town for that period of time, so I wasn't able to go. But I imagine some of you will also be at GDC, and I'm sure there might be other opportunities in the future where we get to meet, which would be really cool. So, let's see. So that's Meta Horizon Insider Program. And so they don't pay me. They send me perks for making videos on Horizon, which I was already going to do. And videos can also include stuff made for VR, which I love. Super excited about that. So if it's like a Quest development video or a Godot development video for VR, I can upload that and talk about that stuff too, which is really exciting. And let's see. Secondary thoughts there. I want to make sure you guys understand my morals can't be bought though. So to kind of prove that, I have a little story for you. Because I'm not being told that I can't say anything, otherwise I will leave the program. It's simple as that. I used to have a job as a mentor with the MHCP, teaching, and I love teaching. You are well aware of that. So it's a great job, made up half of my income, and one day they told me I'm no longer allowed to talk about bugs, and I'm no longer allowed to say anything negative about Meta. And that was the day I quit. Gave up half of my income so I could be honest with you guys. And I will always be that way. I hope you already know that about me, but it's just too important to be able to talk honestly about products and not try to obfuscate the truth. Actually, I found it really frustrating and irritating that they were so much like, everything's perfect. There's nothing wrong here. There's nothing bad happening at Meta. It's not the case, guys. Meta is a disorganized train wreck most of the time, and they are barely hanging on. Um, so we'll see what happens. Horizon just switching to VR, I think, is like this is, to me, in one of the previous recordings I said this. It's like they're doing it backwards. They started in VR, they added mobile, and they did it by doing cloud streaming, and eventually they are planning to go all the way back to making the applications run on the device. That's, at least they mentioned that at Connect. We'll see if that ever comes to fruition. But that's the exact opposite way you develop for mobile. Like, you usually develop for mobile to run on the device, and then you potentially add other features. But they're just going the complete opposite way, and they're removing the features. Oh, it's frustrating. And you guys know how I feel. So don't expect that to change. Oh, okay. I think that covers it, guys. I think I've covered all the things, all the bullet points. We talked about the future of tutorials on the channel. We talked about the future of the application I'm working on for VR. We talked about the Discord, the Lakes is Live channel where I'm going to do live streams. We talked about the Insider Program, what that means. Oh, what that means. Thank you. This is why I went through that bullet point list. So the one thing that they're trying to do, the main reason for me to join other than getting free stuff, free stuff is nice. Okay, I might have joined just for the free stuff. Like, don't tell them that. But the main thing that they're trying to do is get us insider, hence the name, on what's coming up. Obviously, they didn't tell us anything about VR being removed. I don't think they knew, to be completely honest. But the ideal would be that I learned about a feature in Studio a month before it's released. I get to play with it, and then when it comes out, I get to tell you about it and be like, hey, look at this cool new feature. But I'll know about it, so it's a little bit more polished when we get to make that tutorial. It does add a little bit more work to my side of this wagon, but I think it's going to be good. Now, there is one big caveat here that I want to make sure you're aware of, and ideally I'm thinking about too, which is if I ever show off a feature and you're like, yeah, no, I don't have that, make sure to let me know, whether it's in the comments on YouTube or in our Discord, because it's possible that they release a feature, think they've released it to everybody, but forgot to actually release it to everybody. So just let me know if that ever happens, and I can message people at that program and be like, so what's going on? But I also need to think about that, and it's tough because theoretically, like, to do it right, I need to have two accounts: one public account, one private account, so I can double check that it is available to the public. And I don't think I have the time to do that, I'm afraid. I'm just gonna have to trust that Meta is releasing it to everyone, and if not, you'll let me know, and then I'll let them know, and then you'll just get the information a little bit earlier than you have access to it, which it's not the best thing, but it's not the worst thing. Okay, I think we can end there. I am sorry this ended up being 20 minutes. I tried my best. I really did. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!